Hi campers, it's Miss Yaz from Camp Quarantine and it is picture book time. Now picture book time today is a little bit different because there are no words, none. So what you're going to need to do today is turn on your eyes, so switch them on, because this is a book all about looking and thinking. Are you ready? So picture book time today is brought to you by Joanne Liu and the book is called My Museum. Okay. Have you been to a museum or an art gallery before? Art galleries are my favorite places to go. I love them and I can't wait till they're open again. So this book is about this little boy here and he goes to a museum. What do you think this might be about if there are no words? I'll give you a second to think. All right, let's have a look. So here we've got, he's playing with his shadow, it seems. And it almost looks like this sculpture here. And what's cute about this book is there are some artworks that we've actually learnt about together in Camp Quarantine and some that we haven't. So it's all about a little boy who goes to the museum, looking eyes on, because remember, there are no words. Are you ready? Let's have a look. Oh. So here it is, first page, museum. And there he is here. And they're going into the museum. They look like they're holding the rails there. So we were spotting this guy with the blue hat. All right. Where are they in this museum? Looks like they're in the foyer, you know, the waiting area outside. We've got a security guard here checking tickets. We've got people taking maps. Someone's looking at a map here and it says Monet, Picasso, Matisse, Miro, Rothko, and it says enter for the campers there that can read. He's looking at a map. And what's he up to? Is he doing any of those things? No. Interesting. Let's see where he goes. Ooh. So here, people are looking at an art piece over here, and he's looking at the adults looking at the art piece. Isn't that funny? I know that when I've taken my daughter to, or my son to the art gallery, like she loved the lights, you know, she really loved chasing lights in the art gallery. My son was the same. So we would go to see an exhibition and she didn't want to see. So it's interesting to see this little guy in this book and how he sees museums, because I think it's going to be a bit different to an adult. All right, next page. So here are some people looking at the art. So I'm guessing the art's here. And he's still looking at the people looking at the art. So funny. I wonder what art they're looking at. They look really serious, don't they? And we can tell they're serious because look at their eyebrows. They've got lots of thinking faces. Yeah? When people think for some reason, we all do this. Do you do that when you're thinking? Maybe I do. I'm not sure. I should ask my husband. Ah. Wow. So here it is. They're looking at a big artwork. Looks like Monet's, lilies. And what's he looking at? He's looking out the window. And what can you see out the window? Birds. And he's looking at his phone, because sometimes in art galleries, the information's on the phone. He's got a map there. He's taking his glasses off. And he is looking out the window. It's funny, isn't it? Oh, okay. Next one here. There's a sculpture and everyone's looking at the sculpture. Looking, taking photos. And he's found the museum cleaner mopping up some water on the floor. He looks pretty happy. So I think someone's mowing the lawn out there. Hopefully you can hear me, but luckily I'm not reading any words. Okay, next. This looks like one of Picasso's vases, and there's the girl with the pearl earring. That looks like a hokusai. And he's looking at the vase. She's looking at the sculpture. And what's he looking at? He's looking at the man's tattoo on his arm. There seems to be art everywhere in the museum, and it's not even the artwork. So here are the artworks. People are looking at the art. And outside the window, he spotted a snail. There you go. Awesome. Next page. Some Rothko action here. And there, everyone's looking at the art. And he's upside down. And the next page is my favorite because look what happens. Why is everyone upside down? It's because here, he's upside down. So, that's how the world looks to him, upside down. Okay? It's the right way up now. Everyone's looking at this sculpture over here. And he has spotted a baby. And there's another lady there with a baby in her belly. Do you know anybody with babies in their bellies? So this guy's looking at art everywhere but the art. Isn't that funny? Here's some Miro. We've learnt about Miro and his abstract art over here. And this almost looks like a Calder. We learnt about Calder in Camp Quarantine. And he has found some glass and he's breathing on the glass so he can draw on it. Do you do that in your shower sometimes or on the cold windows in the car? I love how he's made art on the glass that kind of looks like Miro's symbols. Such a cute book. Lots of discussion here. Look at this. This is so cool. So here is Mondrian. We learnt about Mondrian with Camp Quarantine. And he's got primary colours, mostly black and white, rectangles and squares and lines. And where's his Mondrian? What's making these shapes? There are the windows, and these are the shadows on the floor. And he's made his own little Mondrian, or he's spotted his own Mondrian shapes there. Shadows on the floor while everyone's looking over here. I think that's what kids are really good at. You campers are really good at spotting the things that adults don't spot. So that's awesome. So here's everyone looking at this sculpture. And he's made his own artwork and it looks as big as a sculpture using the shadows. And it almost looks like a sculpture, don't you think? Isn't that interesting? All right. And I think he's leaving. It says exit and he's spotted his mum and off he goes out of the museum and he's spotting the birds and the colours in the sky. My kids call this the magic sky. Okay. The shadows of the rubbish bin. So many beautiful things. I love when the sky goes pink. Oh, the end. So, I am going to teach a very cute and fun and easy lesson based on my museum. So I'll do that now. Okay, campers, see you soon. Bye.